Well, it's Tuesday. That means it's time for Your Money with Evans Financial. Joining us in studio, as usual, is Colin Evans. Colin, of course, thanks for being here. And today, we're talking retirement worries in a changing world. And, of course, you see the reports every day. It seems like it changes every day.
And as of late, as we came out of, COVID in 2020, and we saw inflation and interest rates are skyrocketing, and now we got DOGE and new presidency, and we're at the first 100 days. And all kinds of things are happening.
Yeah.
When we're looking at retirement into a changing world, one of the biggest things and the number one thing that we look at is personalizing and creating a true income plan. And as you go into retirement time, you need to understand where your income is coming from. Is it Social Security? Is it pension? It might be the 401k or whatever those retirement accounts are. But also, what strategies are you implementing to make sure that you're taking those efficiently and paying the least amount of taxes possible? Second one is you've got to plan for longevity. We're getting healthier, we're living longer, we don't know how long we're going to make it, and is our income going to last? It's something you've got to plan for. Third one is protect yourself against inflation. This is something that actually, when you're sitting in a retirement time frame and you're going on a fixed income, inflation is really damaging because we're sitting at fixed income and we're watching the cost of our goods go up. And this happens, it puts a damper on us. I can't leave the grocery store with the same amount of stuff. So you have to incorporate that. So make sure when you're planning and you're talking with an advisor that this is part of the conversation now as opposed to later. You're going to also want to review and adjust regularly. This is something at a minimum. We do recommend at least visiting with an advisor at least one time a year and going through your plan and changing, making choices that are different depending on what circumstances are going on. Life can change and hit us in the blink of an eye, and we have to be prepared to accept any of those blows and move forward with positivity. And just working with that advisor is a great thing. And that is the last thing. You've got to understand and really kind of have a good connection with your advisor. When we visit with a client or a potential client as a one-on-one, those interviews go both ways. An advisor is going to interview them, and that person is going to interview the advisor, because it's really, you want to make sure that they are both a good fit, right, and that you guys can see on the same page. And that's an okay thing, because not everybody might not like us,
right?
And that's okay. We'll get counseling. But you just have to find somebody that you can have that and that really understands what you're looking for and what you're looking to do, and that really is what's going to help put your mind at ease.
Well, we've been hanging out here on Tuesdays for quite a while, so I think you're pretty cool. And if somebody else thinks the same and they're thinking all of these things that you just listed, how do they get in touch with you guys?
Absolutely. You can find us on the web at evansfinancial.com or kick us an email, info@evansfinancial.com. I personally actually do read all of those. We love to hear any tips or feedback from the show.
All right, we love it, Colin. Thank you. And let's go to Patrick now.